Hey team, welcome to another episode of Stretchy Sunday. So I thought I'd put together one specific to certain sports. So today's one is focusing on cyclists, or those of us that ride. We are going to get started straight away. So a lot of people who ride a lot complain of calf tightness. First exercise I'm going to show you is a knee to wall stretch. Unfortunately I'm going to have to face away from you, but you do it as you know. So you'd stand about 10 or 12 centimeters away from the wall, and then all we're doing from there, back leg stays straight, and then your front knee bends towards the wall, feeling the stretch through the back of your calf. You would hold that for about 30 seconds, which we're going to do now. We've got 10 stretches to get through today, 30-second holds, and then about 10 seconds rest. And then we swap over. You may notice a bit of a difference between your feet, that's okay. Knee to wall, so up tall with your body, pressing your knee forwards towards that wall. Front knee bends, back knee can stay straight, or however you find it more comfortable. Adjust your foot position as you see fit. So you may find that you need to move your foot slightly back or slightly further forward if you can't quite reach the wall. Either way is totally fine. Again, 30-second hold, just once on each side. The next exercise we're going to run through is just a downward dog stretch, so another calf stretch. There's two muscles in your calf, so that one there focuses on one of them, this one hits the other one. So we're down in this position here. We're going to be pressing this back foot down towards the ground like so. Walking it until you find your optimal stretch, so pushing further back with your hips, you feel that stretch more through your calf. Back foot stays on the ground for support. It can come across and anchor down as well. A lot of people find that beneficial. Again, 30-second hold. Before we swap to the other side. So about another 5 or 10 seconds here. And swap that over. So right foot of mine is now going down. I'm just going to anchor it down with my left. Pressing those hips back. Again, you may have to adjust your hip position or your foot position depending on how flexible you are on the other side. Generally speaking, one side may be a little bit tighter than the other. Five more seconds holding that position. And then release. We're going to release both knees down to the ground. This one here we have a cat camel. So we've done this one before where we're starting on our hands and our knees. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. And then from there we're going to squeeze our shoulder blades together while looking up. So trying to arch through our back. And then we're going to come through and round through our back. And this one's more of a mobility exercise. So we're just going to get 10 reps here. Pushing those shoulder blades away, looking down towards the ground, up and squeeze. We're just looking to mobilise through the upper and lower backs here. Nice, we're moving nice and slow, we're not rushing it. That's halfway through. Try and get another 5 reps. One more here. Squeezing through those shoulder blades looking up, and then rounding through looking down. Lovely. Next one we're going to do is a thoracic rotation stretch. So we're going to have one hand coming across the front like so, and then we're going to let our temple come down and meet the ground. Keep this hand on the ground here, and then just relax down over the top of that position. So we're just trying to rotate through our upper back. You can look towards the side where your hand's shooting through. Try and keep those hips nice and level. Push them down a little bit further if you can. And yeah, we're holding for 30 seconds. try and relax into that stretch. Don't try and push it too far. 5 more seconds here. Nice one, team. And then we're going to come across and rotate to the other side. So I'm going to rotate away from you. Left arm goes through, my left temple comes down towards the ground. I'm looking towards my left side. Reaching through as far as you can, keeping those hips down, relatively low. Few more deep breaths, hold that position. Don't try and force it, just let it happen. And then we'll come back up to the hands and knees position. What we're going to do now is that child's pose. We've also done this one before, so we're going to spread our knees a little bit. Then sink our hips back down, and then let our back or head fall down towards the ground like so. Aiming here to push your hips back down towards your feet. Again, about a 30-second hold in this position. It should open up through your hips and extend through your upper back as well. One more deep breath for 5 more seconds, holding that position. And then coming up. We're going towards forward cobra now, so we're going to put our knees back together. Start down nice and low, like so. So laying face down. Then what we're going to do from here is gently lift up through our upper back. Again, we're trying to extend through our lower and upper back. Keep your shoulders down nice and low. If this is putting too much pressure on your lower back, drop down to your elbows, that's fine. Or pushing up as far as you can or feel comfortable with. We are still trying to keep our pelvis in contact with the ground though, so we're just trying to extend kind of through that upper and mid back. This one might be a little bit of a shorter hold. We're just going to come down from there. Next one we're going to do is that hip flexor stretch. We've done this one a few times. So come up to your knees. I'm going to step forward first with my right leg. So big step forward. From there, we're going to start up nice and tall. We're going to push this hip forward. So knee should be relatively close to underneath your hip. And then from there it's going to push forward, trying to stretch through this part of our leg here. You need to adjust your position. Please do so. It's not about pushing too far forward, it's about trying to really localise it to that top of the hip there. Again, 30-second holds, nice and stable. And then we're going to swap sides to the other side, like so. Stepping forward a little bit, pressing forward. And we're into that next stretch, so really pushing forward with my right hip this time. Just trying to get my body weight forward more onto my left foot, which is on the ground there. Otherwise my chest is staying up nice and tall. I'm feeling the stretch through my right quad. From here we are going to go into a hamstring stretch, so release that one. We're going to go into a hamstring stretch next. We're going to be up against the wall like so. And then from there all we're going to do is leaning forward and grabbing both toes like so. Let your chest or head fall forward as well. You probably feel the stretch through your shoulders and your upper back as well. enjoy that position. Another 5 seconds here, grabbing onto the toes if you can, otherwise grabbing onto your shins, knees, wherever you can. And then releasing that one. We're going to do a hip adductor stretch, so our inner thigh, by putting our feet in close together, like so. You'll notice I've supported myself with the wall. This is just to make sure I don't slip too far forward. So I can allow myself to sit up tall without having to hunch forward. And I'm just going to gently push my knees down like so. Doesn't have to be too much. You should feel that stretch through your inner thigh there. Keep pressing down. And then release that one up 30 seconds. The last one we're going to do for today is a figure 4. So we're going to pop our foot onto our opposite knee and gently press that knee away from us, anchoring our foot down onto our knee like so. Gently supporting your upper body like so. What we're trying to do is push, in this case, my left knee away whilst keeping my body up nice and tall. And then release, we'll swap sides. Right foot goes on the left knee, pushing my right knee away from me, keeping my chest up nice and tall. This is meant to be felt through the right hip in this occasion. More seconds. And release that one there. So hopefully that little stretch routine helps with all of you avid cyclists out there. Cheers.